Welcome into what is a busy LL Sports Update show. He is Jeff Reinhardt. I'm John Walk. Wanted to mention this at the top. The CPIHL All-Star Hockey Game was last week, played outdoors at Hershey Park Stadium. Tim Gross and Tyler Huber were there. Check out that awesome video on lancaster-online.com. All right, with that out of the way, on to LL League girls basketball. What's happening there?
There's a lot going on, and we're close, man. Next Tuesday is it. So we have officially reached the stretch drive here in hoops. Wow, the girls' races are fantastic, just great. Section 1, as we tape, three-way tie, wow. Cedar Crest, Elizabethtown, Manheim Township, all tied for first. So that one's gonna come right down to Tuesday. Thinking there's gonna be a tiebreaker scenario there. Could be a one-game playoff. The big game there to watch will be Tuesday night, last night of league play. Cedar Crest at E-Town. So if they go into that game tied, and if Manheim Township can win out, the big game is Crest at E-Town. E-Town won at Cedar Crest in the first meeting. So keep an eye on that game on Tuesday. That'll be enormous. Those will probably be your three teams coming out of Section 1. E-Town, Crest, Township tied. Chaos, oh my. Okay, Section 2, LS, we have a champ here already. LS clinched last week. Pioneers still undefeated here in league play. Clinched the outright Section 2 championship. Still undefeated in league play.
Wow.
Back-to-back titles for LS. Congrats to the Pioneers. They're waiting for their LL League bracket opponent. They will play the Section 3 third place team. Interesting. After LS, it's a mess in Section 2. Oh my goodness. Solanco, huge win on Tuesday. Solanco went to Ephrata, beat the Mounts. Big win, kept Solanco alone in second place. Big win for them on the road. After that, kind of a mess. Donegal's right in the mix. Garden Spot is right in the mix. They're just a game behind Solanco. Ephrata's kind of fallen on hard times here if they lost 4 in a row. 2 weeks ago, Ephrata was alone in second place. Now the Mounts are kind of on the outside looking in, and they have to play LS here on Friday. So LS, Solanco, out front, Donegal, Garden Spot, Ephrata, all chasing. I think we might need a tiebreaker scenario in Section 2 as well.
All right.
Craziness. Section 3, Lancaster Catholic, only undefeated team in the LL.
Wow.
2 up with 2 to play over Northern Lebanon and Lancaster and Lebanon Catholic. Crusaders beat Northern Lebanon on Tuesday. Big win, clinched a tie for the section. So Catholic is at Lebanon Catholic on Friday. Circle that one for sure. Big game. If the Crusaders can win, if they beat the Beavers on Friday, they would clinch the section outright. So, three-way tie in Section 1.
Awesome.
A champ already in Section 2 with a big mess behind them. Lancaster Catholic out front in Section 3. Okay, milestones, more videos. Here we go, good stuff. 2 LL kids got 1,000 here in the last couple of days. First up, a junior. Janaea Neal from Columbia joined her dad, Eddie Neal, an all-time Columbia great, in the 1,000-point club. So a daddy-daughter 1,000-point moment. Janaea Neal on Monday against Lancaster Mennonite. Not the coolest way ever to get 1,000. It was a 1-and-1. She had to make both ends of a 1-and-1 to do it, and she did it.
Still counts.
It counts. Swish, swish. Early second quarter, makes the 1-and-1, joins the 1,000-point club. Congrats to Janaea Neal. And like I said, she's only a junior, so she's going to add to that total. Tuesday night, Liz Voigt, Northern Lebanon senior, needed 27, which is a pretty big number. She needed 27 at Lancaster Catholic, which can really defend, and she got it. Wow. She got 28, got her 1,000th point on a little jump shot in the key, ended up with 28 points, so she's at 1,001. So Liz Voigt, Northern Lebanon senior, 1,000-point club. Janaea Neal, Columbia junior, 1,000-point club. Next up, Olivia Motto from Manheim Township, senior. She's in like the 50 range. So maybe next week for Olivia Motto at Township to be another 1,000-point kid. Okay, a lot of hoops. Girls hoops is fun. We can't wait. One other game I gotta mention, next Thursday, Garden Spot against Solanco. That's actually a Wednesday game. Everybody plays Tuesday for the last night, but there was a gym conflict. So that game's going to be Wednesday, only game in town, and it could be for a playoff spot, a district bid, all kinds of stuff riding on that game. Solanco spot next Wednesday. Circle that one. Okay, I'm out of breath.
Next week is going to be nuts.
Next week is going to be crazy. I think we're going to have playoff games. We're going to have tiebreakers.
Hopefully the weather doesn't act up, and 'cause that would just throw everything into chaos.
I know. Okay, good times in LL Girls Hoops.
All right, that does it for girls basketball. Now, Dave Byrne, LNP Hall of Fame wrestling writer, reporter extraordinaire, he stopped by in the studio earlier today to get us caught up to speed on everything in Lancaster-Lebanon League wrestling. We throw out to Dave.
Hello, David Byrne bringing you the latest in LL League wrestling news. Mannheim Central ended Northern Lebanon's 2-year run as team champion of the LL League tournament, besting the Vikings by 16 points. It was Mannheim's first team title since 2006 and the 4th overall in the 24-year history of the tournament. 3 individual Barons won titles: Will Betancourt at 113 pounds, Zach Zemer at 132, and Keegan McCord at 195. During the tournament, Zemer won his 100th career victory. The league dual meet season is in the books, with Cocalico winning the Section 1 championship, Central winning Section 2, and Northern Lebanon winning its 6th straight Section 3 title. The title was Cocalico's 2nd straight in Section 1 and 3rd overall after winning in Section 2 in 2016. Mannheim's title is its 2nd straight. The District 3 championships got underway last night and the LL did not fare well. Cocalico, Garden Spot, Lampeter Strasburg, and Penn Manor all dropped their first round matches in the Class 3A tournament, and they were eliminated. Entering as the number 1 seed in AAA, Central won its first match, thumping Governor Mifflin, but dropped a 1-point verdict to Dallastown in the quarterfinals. The Barons look to get back on the plus side Thursday night in the consolation round of the AAA tournament. Tonight, in AA, Northern Lebanon opens its first round match against Bermudian Springs at Bishop McDevitt High School. The Vikings are looking to get back to the state tournament after finishing 2nd last year. This is David Byrne bringing you the latest in LL League wrestling.
Okay, Dave, thanks for that. Congrats to Mannheim Central, LL Wrestling Champs. Well done, Barons. Okay, got you caught up on girls hoop. Let's talk boys hoops. Is it crazy in the boys league as well?
Absolutely, and it seems like all the Section 1, 2, 3 things that you talked about, girls hoops, almost similar in basketball. Now I'm going to set it up here differently. We had a couple 1,000-point scores in the last week. We had another kid join a 30-point club for the season. Nice. Then I'll go down the 3 section races. Okay, 2 new 1,000-point club members. First up, Noah Myers of Anvil Cleona got his 1,000th point on Friday for AC in a loss to Elko. So congratulations to him. He's a senior and he was an awesome football player at quarterback. And yeah, that's what I was just about to say. He's pretty big on the basketball court. The other was junior Tyler Crespo at Mannheim Township. He is a 3rd-year starter, an awesome kid. He got his 1,000th point in the second half of Saturday's non-league game and a win over Governor Mifflin. So congratulations to Tyler Crespo and Noah Myers joining the 1,000-point club, and thanks to everybody who sent us videos on that. I think we had 3 or 4 different camera angles in Crespo's video on Saturday, so everybody was all jacked up for that, and well-deserving. I've known Crespo since he was a freshman, and his grandparents are awesome, and he's well-deserving of that. All right, 30-point club. Now, 12 LL League players this season have scored 30 points or more in a game. The 12th now being Larry Locker, Jr., 6'5", out of Elizabethtown. Thanks to Coach Rocky Parise for sending this video that you guys are watching when Larry Locker threw down a monstrous dunk on Tuesday night. He finished with 30 points that night, so congratulations to Larry, and he's only going to continue to go up from here. And E-Town's a very young team. I suspect next year they'll be contending for a section title. All right, on to the section races. I was out at Hempfield on Tuesday night in Landisville. Game reminded me a lot of their earlier game against Township that they blew out the Blue Streaks. Well, Cedar Crest comes to town. It was 2nd place Cedar Crest at 1st place Hempfield. Cedar Crest, had they won, they would have swept the season series with Hempfield and moved into 1st place with a couple games to go. But instead, Hempfield dominates. Cedar Crest led 17-15 near the end of the first quarter when Ryan Moffitt goes down, hits a half-court shot at the buzzer, puts Hempfield in front, and then they continue to outscore Cedar Crest 23-6 in the second quarter en route to a 72-55 victory. They led by as many as 30 points at the end of the third quarter. So Hempfield all in first place now, 2 games up on Cedar Crest with 2 games to go. Hempfield, I believe, goes to Lebanon on Friday, so they can clinch the Section 1 crown. Would be the first for the Black Knights since 2010. And then meanwhile, Cedar Crest and Township are basically battling out for the second and third spot out of Section 1. On to Section 2, I was out at Mannheim Central on Monday night when Lampeter-Strasburg won in convincing fashion. 51-19 was your final there. Lampeter-Strasburg clinches their third straight section crown, back-to-back Section 2 crowns with all the section alignment.
Yes.
So Lampeter-Strasburg is already good to go there, but then after them, it's a whole jumbled mess. Between Ephrata is basically a game up on everybody else. They're in second place, but that whole anything could happen there because they all basically play each other on Friday and Tuesday. So it's Ephrata, Mannheim Central, Garden Spot, E-Town, Cocalico, all battling out for the second and third place spots out of Section 2. All right. On to Section 3. Here's where things get fun.
Oh, it gets more fun. Okay.
First place, Lancaster Catholic, goes to second place, Northern Lebanon on Tuesday night. Game goes double overtime.
Oh, wow.
Comes down to the final shot. Johnny Besker for Lancaster Catholic in the corner, spots up for a three-pointer, like 3 hands in his face. Hits the shot at the buzzer.
Nice.
The ref says it counted. A whole controversy brewing is that if you go back and look at the freeze frames and still frames, you can see the clock's at 0. The ball might or might not be still in Johnny Besker's hands. Credit to David Bohr, the reporter, for getting video on that. I since had Joe Besker, Johnny's dad, send me videos from 2 different camera angles of that shot that hopefully you guys are seeing now. So either way, man, that's a tough call. It looks like an old gym and maybe an antiquated clock or scoreboard or whatnot. And
replay coming in LL? Replay, maybe?
Joe Besker was just saying, being there in person, you see the ball and then you hear the horn, and being that ref, I would not want to be that ref in that position. You got to give credit to Johnny for nailing that shot in that situation in double overtime with multiple hands in his face. Lancaster Catholic wins it 55-54. Had Northern Lebanon won it, they would have forced a 2-way tie for first place. Instead, Catholic remains undefeated in league play. I believe they're now a game or 2 up on Northern Lebanon. Catholic can win the Section 3 crown with a win over Lebanon Catholic on Friday. Meanwhile, Northern Lebanon Lancaster Mennonite are battling out for the final 2 spots in Section 3. Okay, that does it for boys hoops. All right, now we have plenty of football news. 4th or 5th straight week now of Lancaster Lebanon League football news. Tell us what's going on there.
Football never ends, does it? Here we are, start of February, and we're still talking football. Okay, 6 LL League kids verbaled this week, made their college choices. So let's drop those for you. Tyler Simon, Mannheim Central, great 2-way kid, D-back, wideout, commits to Shippensburg. He's headed to the PSAC. Teammate Jake Novak, terrific, All-State, wideout, D-back, had 2 back-to-back phenomenal seasons for the Barons. Also going PSAC, he commits to Kutztown. Reese Bender, Mannheim Township, helped the Streaks win Section 1, win District 3, go to States. Again, another 2-way kid, wideout, D-back type. Reese commits to East Stroudsburg, another PSAC kid. Shane O'Leary, who's
a monster.
He's a monster, and he's a good egg. He's a funny kid, and whenever I see him over at CAD, like, Mr. Reinhardt, how are you doing over there? Great kid. He's going to Randolph-Macon. Nice. Interesting. That's a cool commit. David Shank, terrific kicker for Freetown, and I know you know him, and you wrote about him a lot this fall. He's committed to Ship. Again, another PSAC kid. Good for David. Last one, Drake Puffenbarger, who is a monster linebacker. He's a beast linebacker. A line kid from Mannheim Township, which had just an unbelievable season. Another PSAC, he's going to IUP, which is a PSAC West monster. So good for those guys. Simon, Novak, Bender, O'Leary, Shank, and Puffenbarger all made their announcements here in the last couple of days. So congrats to those guys. Okay, let's get you a quick update. Talked about this a lot last week. LL and Berks County leagues possibly merging? We shall see. I got a chance to talk to a bunch of coaches over the weekend. Talk pros and cons. Is this going to happen? Is it not going to happen? Are we going to have a 37-team monster mega league? I don't know. So, okay, here's where we stand. Real quick, just some key dates and where we go from here. LL League athletic directors meet on February 15th, mid-February. The LL League coaches were supposed to meet with the football chairperson, Tommy Long from Anvil Cleona, this week. Football coaches were going to get together, mingle, chat, go through the proposals, see what they like, tweak, see what they don't like. They're going to take all that info to the meeting on February 15th, where the LL athletic directors can do a couple of things. They can shoot it down completely and say no. They can table it and say, see you in March, we need another month. Or they could vote. They could pick a proposal and vote on it. I was told this week by a source They are not expecting a vote in February. Probably not going to happen. It could. I don't want to put a number on it. Probably too soon because first it has to clear the ADs. If it gets past the ADs and they vote and it goes on, then it goes to the Board of Control. Then the Board of Control has to vote on it. If it gets through the Board of Control, then it goes to the association, the LL Association, for the final vote, and that wouldn't happen until at the end of the school year, April, May. Okay. So they're not in a big hurry. They don't need to do this tomorrow. They don't need to do it February 15th. There's plenty of time.
And again, if it happens, the earliest this would be implemented is when?
2020,
right?
At the very earliest.
All right.
So I think they're trying to take their time. And I polled 5 or 6 LL coaches over the weekend. I said, "What do you think? Pros, cons? Is this going to happen?" And every one of them said, pretty much verbatim, "We don't have enough information. We need to study this. We need to make sure we do the right thing."
Well,
so they're taking their time.
You'll keep us up to speed on that, right?
I'm going to try, and I'm going to try to go to the meeting on February 15th.
Along with the craziness of boys and girls basketball.
Oh, it's been a busy winter, but it's fun. I mean, it's football's a beast now, and it's pretty much year round, and this Burke stuff is mucho interesting. So we'll know more on February 15th, so stay tuned for that. We're going to send it out with one more basketball fun video. What do you got?
Yeah, credit to Lancaster Country Day Athletic Director for sending this along. Austin Hannes, he's a great guy.
Oh, yeah.
This was last Friday. Luke Walling hits a 3/4 court shot at the horn, I believe, at the end of the first or second quarter. I'm not sure, but we're going to send it out on that. He's
Cool.
Jeff Reinhardt. I'm John Walk. Another busy week in LL League. Next time we'll be here, we'll be talking about LL League boys and girls basketball
we'll
playoffs.
set you up in the playoffs.
I'm sure we'll have more hockey, wrestling, swimming, all that good news, so stay tuned for that. All right, on to Luke Walling. Take it away.